caritas et amor, Deus ibi est, with charity and love prevail, there God is ever found, brought here together by Christ's love. By love are we thus bound.
Let's pray the Lord's Prayer together. Creator of our bodies and spirits, be honored in this time. May compassion rule our hearts. May our leaders follow your impulse, and though they were led by love. Meet our needs, physical, social, and spiritual. Help us to be patient with those who are impatient with us, for you exemplify that same patience. And no matter how tempting it is to act with impetuous self-serving, let us always consider the greater good above our impulse. Opening worship. O Lord, we call to you. Hear our voices. Let our prayers and meditation be as this flame, rising up, then becoming spirit, still existent but invisible. May your love enter us in every breath, and may we exhale compassion. May every breath be holy. Amen. I'm going to read a quote. Not going to be a sermon, but I'm going to just read a quote by Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. He says, "Since once again, Lord, I have neither bread, nor wine, nor altar, I will raise myself beyond these symbols, up to the pure majesty of the real itself. I, your priest, will make the whole earth my altar, and on it I will offer to you all the labors and suffering of this earth." Okay, so I just want to give some news. We've been making a lot of phone calls to people. I just want to give you some news about folks around and some things that we've heard, and just people for us to pray for. So first of all, this is good news. Sam's sister and her husband, their names are Rachel and Sam, and they are pregnant with their first child. Just got pregnant with their first child, so that is good news. But they still need prayer, because it's a difficult time and an interesting circumstance for them. More good news is that Tace's fellow student, the one that they were concerned that might have COVID, he was tested and found that he doesn't have COVID, which is great. And then Tace will be out of quarantine. Well, if you're watching this on Sunday, then he'll be out of quarantine by today. Today would be his last day of quarantine, if he shows no symptoms. And last we know, he's had no symptoms, so that's really good. On the other hand, Becky has a cousin. Her cousin's family, and they're in Texas, and so her cousin's name is Judson. He was found positive for COVID. He's in the hospital. His family, most of them have been found positive with COVID. His wife Rebecca, his son Ben, and his wife Gemma, and they've all got COVID. But Judson is actually in the hospital. He's not yet on a ventilator. Last Becky told me, but we need to pray for their family. I just want to say this is it sounds silly, but it's not. See, both Karen and Heather have got to be on Zoom a lot. So that video program, they have to be on Zoom a lot in order to do their work. And they're both they're both being zoomed out. They're both like done with it. You get so much of it in a day, and it gets really, really exhausting. Anyway, so we just hope that they have mercy, because this is how they do their work now. Right now, it's how they're doing their work, is being on group videos all day. More seriously, I want us to also pray for refugees on the border of Mexico and the U.S. The people we've sent money and help to these folks, and just like everyone in the world, they're struggling because of vulnerability to this virus. The border is totally closed. They're not able to cross the border, which in a sense is a good thing, because it means that they're not going to be going into detention centers, but instead they're on the border of Mexico in an extraordinarily vulnerable place. And some of you folks have already sent some money to Al Otro Lado in order to help them. And Al just got a message that as of Friday, El Otro Lado was able to move the first group of people, refugees who are also medically vulnerable, and getting them out of the common shelter and putting them into housing. So they're already doing the work, and any kind of help that we can give them, it's great. It's really great if we can help them. So let's take a moment and let's quiet our hearts, and let's ask for mercy and peace to be upon them. Okay, let's say these names, and let's ask for mercy and peace to be upon them. Mercy be upon Rachel and Sam. Mercy be on Tace. Mercy be on Justin, Rebecca, Ben, and Gemma. Mercy be on Karen and Heather. Mercy be on the refugees who are on the border right now. Mercy be on El Otro Lado, or helping them. Amen. Now I'm going to close. I'm going to sing to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make their face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you, and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up their countenance upon you and give you peace.